There's one of them. Got several here. Use that one for finishing. How many tapes will it take to pull your pants down? So today we're going to talk about tape measures. Everybody's seen one. Most people have used one, but I don't think that everybody knows all the things a tape measure can do. So I'm going to ask you some questions or kind of point some things out to you that a tape measure can do.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you don't know all the things this thing can do.
I have no idea.
It seems simple. You know, most people grab it, measure, no big deal. Do you know why this thing jiggles?
Wait, jiggles?
It goes back and forth. It's loose. Do you know why it's loose?
Because it's poorly made.
You don't think there's a reason behind it?
So that when you get it into a sticky spot, you can jiggle it back out of there?
Nope.
Okay, what?
So the first inch on every measuring tape is a 1/16 inch short. That way, when you pull, if you hook on the end of your board or whatever you're measuring, you get your correct measurement. But what about if you have to just bump? That piece at the end is called the hook. And when you bump it, it shoots in because it's a 1/16 inch thick. So you get the same measurement.
Bumps in a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you guys have thought of everything.
Okay, since we're on the hook, let's talk about the hook. What do you think that little notch in there is for?
That right there?
Yep, in the center, there's a little notch, like a little cutout in the center. What do you think that's for?
Decoration?
It serves a purpose.
Is it a magnet?
No. Although some of these hooks do have a magnet attached to it. Those are really nice because you could attach to like a metal stud or something and pull.
Okay.
But that little notch right there is so that when you're by yourself and you have nothing to hook to, you can put a nail into a piece of wood and put the nail head in that notch so you get an accurate measurement.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you would put your nail along the side of whatever line you're trying to go off of.
And hook the side of the head of the nail.
So it would pull exactly what you need.
Okay.
Why do you think the end of the hook is serrated?
It's serrated?
Slightly. Some of them are more serrated than others.
It feels like sandpaper.
But what's the purpose behind that?
Grip.
It is so that when you are by yourself and you don't have a pencil and you go like this, everybody's done this. You don't have a pencil? You can pull it up, make your mark. All of a sudden, you have a mark to go to.
Magnificent.
Stupid little things like that. Okay, next question. Why is it curved the way it's curved?
So that when you ruin it, you can make slappy bracelets out of it? I don't have an answer for that.
It's curved to help it stand out on its own so that you don't have an issue getting a measurement when you're not over there and you don't have somebody to hold it.
Okay.
Also, because of the curve, somehow it allows your eyes to see the numbers better. There is more to it than just numbers on a tape that reels back in. There's 3 different types of measurements that keeps things easy and rolling quickly when it comes to layouts. First, you have your simple stuff. So every foot is highlighted.
It's a highlight.
And it looks different. Typically, it's darker than the rest of them. So it's easy to see from far away. You can see, obviously, 3 foot is 3 foot, so on and so forth. But when you're talking about wall layouts or floor joists or trusses or anything like that, you've got different, well, some of them.
Okay.
Sometimes you have 16 on center. That's pretty typical for walls. But there's other measurements for floors and trusses that some people will go to. So you've got your 16 on center, which is also highlighted some special way, and it will stay the same throughout the entire tape. So notice how from 32 to 48, 48 doesn't look 3 foot mark.
It's got the box.
It stayed with the 16 inch highlight. And you'll notice it on the just past the 19. Those little diamonds refer to a 19.2. Any tape measure that you go to get for construction will have it.
So if you go to Lowe's and buy a tape, it's going to have
most likely it's going to have all those layouts. There's also some other tricks. If you are measuring a wall and you need to know the center, there's a trick, and sometimes it's a little hard to see. But
you're gonna ask me, or are you gonna tell me?
I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh.
You already know where you're gonna know this.
I was gonna do the foldy trick. That's my favorite trick with the measuring tape.
That's because Elijah already showed you that trick. Let's say the wall is 64 inches, which would be a short wall. Pretty cool trick. Not everybody knows it, but I think it's one of those old man tricks where they're like, oh, come here, youngster, I'm going to show you a trick on your tape, but like in reality, nobody ever actually uses that.
It's like the coin behind the ear for contractors.
Yeah, I think so. So those are some tips and tricks and all the uses for a tape measure. I'm sure there's more of them, but like those are the main ones in construction that I know that what it's used for, how it's used.
There you go.
I've owned a lot of measuring tapes, but my favorite is this Lufkin. I like the black with the bright green. It's easier for me to see in all sorts of light. So, and it picks up, if you have like a laser level, it picks up the laser a lot easier than other tape measures, like in the daylight. But really great tape measure is like Stanley. Stanley makes a good tape measure. Holds up well. It's kind of an old school thing, but it works.
This video is brought to you by Duluth Trading Company, Armachillo Underwear.
Better not be showing my butt crack.
It doesn't show your butt crack. When you wear Duluth products, it's guaranteed never to show your butt crack.
I don't think so.
Slappy bracelets out of it?
No. Don't do that to the tape, by the way. That breaks it.
Okay.
No big deal. Pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, so has it been going the whole time?
It's fine.
Okay.
You can cut it apart, you can take this out, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.